thank you for having me in your house. It's
Most welcome.
It's been a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. How have you been?
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Nice.
Yeah.
And how's life been since the last time we touched base?
Yeah, well, this is summer now. Everybody, if you come from Africa, what you want is summer.
Absolutely.
So summer is really great here.
That's right.
Yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Absolutely. And actually, you were in downtown Dansville.
Yes.
And you had to rush home because we were supposed to meet.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
The weather's actually beautiful. And I'm sorry that I had to kind of distract you, taking you away from the beautiful sun.
Yeah.
Come inside the shade just for us to have this conversation.
It's important.
Yeah.
Very important.
Great, man. I love that. Jeff, please, can you just tell us, not just me, also the audience, your background, because you've come a long way.
Yep. Anyway, so my name is Jeff Chumia. A lot of people just call me Jeff. All right. I come from actually 2 countries now, Zimbabwe and Malawi.
Okay, so 2 countries, Zimbabwe and Malawi.
Yeah. Why?
Well,
why I say so is because my parents are from Malawi, right? And my schooling was done in Malawi.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, in a nutshell, I started off school in Malawi at the Polytechnic in Malawi as a motor vehicle technician.
Oh.
And I also studied motor vehicle technology.
Wow.
So at the same time, I formed a group, a music group. At that time, it was called Sounds Pentagon.
What is it called? Sounds?
Sounds Pentagon.
Sound, is it Pentagon?
Pentagon, yeah, as in 5.
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, just a short story on that one, because when I formed the group, it was actually Pentagon. But then a colleague of mine said, look, can I join your group? And his name is Wambali. Wambali is a very popular musician. Unfortunately, he passed away.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so when I formed the group, he said, can I join? I said, yeah. But the other guys didn't quite want him to join. So
they didn't want him to join. Was it because he's already big?
No. He was like green.
Okay.
Yeah, he hadn't played in the group before, and so it's like, we wanted to bring in, because we really wanted somebody to sing in the front. All right? Yeah. So he joined, and nobody regretted.
Okay.
Because he ended up, as I speak right now, the most popular musician from Malawi.
Interesting.
Yeah, so we have Pentagon, we're 5.
That's right.
Yeah, but then we got sponsorship from a company called Sounds Incorporated.
Wow. So you guys did really well.
Oh, yeah, because I think we were one of the first groups in Malawi to have a band manager.
Amazing. Which year was this?
It was in the mid-70s.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That must be really...
Yeah. So we had a band manager. He was doing everything, that a band manager should do. And so for that reason, instead of being Pentagon, we ended up having a name from their company, Sounds. So the group ended up being Sounds Pentagon.
Oh, so you kind of, you guys were like collab with this, company to form the whole group. So it's actually,
Sounds Pentagon.
That's interesting, yeah.
So, well, in those days, people just said SP.
SP is that?
Sounds Pentagon.
Short abbreviation. Yeah.
So at our peak, we were the most popular group in Malawi. And we were playing mostly at the universities and big functions. And I think we were the only group that could select where to go at our peak.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing. And do you guys have like a record then?
Unfortunately, in those days, we didn't have recording companies in Malawi, other than recording with the radio stations.
Okay.
There used to be a program called Teen Beat on Saturdays.
Teen Beat?
Teen Beat.
Wow.
So a band would go in there and record live with an audience. So yes, those are the only recordings that we have. Yeah.
So now, this is now back in Malawi.
Yes.
Okay, how was the transition? How did you transition from Malawi to Zimbabwe?
Okay.
And did the music continue while you were still in Zimbabwe?
So what happened was my bassist lost his father in Zimbabwe.
Okay.
So he went to Zimbabwe, and there were a few changes in the group. We had to get another guy, fantastic guy called Mbura Chona. He's now in Botswana to complement the lineup.
Mbura Chona. Mura, okay.
Mbura.
Okay. Is he also still in the music?
Oh yeah, he's. So anyway, when you went, I took a vacation. I said, let me go to Zimbabwe. So I went there. And then, after spending about 2 or 3 weeks, he says, you see how Zimbabwe is. Why don't we bring the whole group here? So I went back. Then I resigned at my place of work. I was a technician, motor vehicle technician.
Oh, nice.
I resigned. Then I went to Zimbabwe.
Wow.
I went to Zimbabwe. After a few months, the whole band was in Zimbabwe.
Amazing.
Yeah. We were still playing in Zimbabwe in the Gweru area, which they call the Midlands. Okay. Quite popular. Yeah. But then we, at the end of, I think it was 1983, our frontman, who is Wambali, was still in Malawi, and he had gone into gospel, right? But we were still brothers. He came, I remember him coming again in 83, and we were in Harare the other day, and we just jammed, together. But as I speak right now, he ended up being a fantastic gospel singer.
Wow.
Yeah, and jazz singer as well.
So all this group that you actually, managed to put together were hardcore musicians.
Hardcore musicians.
Wow.
So a bit of background on the type of music that we played. When we started the group, we were playing, obviously, rock music. Rock music, the Jimi Hendrixes of this world, Bad Company, and all those groups covers, yeah? But then we realized, no. How long are you going to be playing other band songs?
Yeah.
Until when?
Yeah.
And then I think, again, we were one of the few groups in Malawi who started playing their own music. So we were playing our own compositions, as well as also playing traditional music in the modern way, right? So we were very successful in that.
Wow.
And a lot of people actually remember us, not really for the covers that we did well, but our own songs that we created.
Beautiful.
And then, of course, in Zimbabwe, because of my job, I was moving up and down different towns and cities. I ended up in Bulawayo. And then, of course, the group kept on playing. And then while I was in Bulawayo, I said, why should I insist on having the name Sounds Pentagon? It sounds more Western, right?
Yeah.
Then I said, no, let me pick a name that resonates well with Africanness. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, yeah.
So Kairange actually means that it is a box. My grandmother used to have this Kairange. The Kairange is like where you put everything.
Like a Pandora box.
Yeah. If you want something, she was go and check in the Kairange. Anything. When I say anything, I mean anything.
That's right.
And for sure, you'll find it there.
That's where they stash stuff.
That's where the stuff is. So, yeah, so that's why we started using the name Kairange.
So now the Kairange, was it also like the whole group that come together to form the Kairange?
Well, they were the same members, but we just changed the name. Yeah, we just changed the name.
Okay. And then how did, how long did the whole group go, until the separation? How far did Kairange actually, hit?
Well, Kairange, when I was in Zimbabwe, we had 2 albums to our name, and they got a lot of airplay. I would say maybe half of the songs that were being played were those that were originally composed within the Sounds Pentagon era. Yeah, but we had so much material. But we, the only ones that were recorded in Zimbabwe were just 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, in the Bulawayo area we had so many engagements. I was able to be in a position where I would pick and choose which functions to play. Because
wow, that's success.
Yeah, we weren't playing for cheap.
I like that.
Yeah.
And how was the transition? Would you say that moving from Malawi to Zimbabwe, has it take the music to a whole new level, or does it give it did that bring any high performance achieve and success to the music?
Well, I'll say this: when I left Malawi, the band, of course, had no recordings per se, like CDs. We didn't have recording studios. So when we transitioned to go to Zimbabwe, at least I was able to produce 2 albums. So that was a plus. And also just a different environment. Mind you, in Zimbabwe also there are very good musicians, as you know. So the interaction was good for, to enhance our level of competitiveness.
Okay. And then so you had you guys have 2 albums under your umbrella.
Yes.
And then after that, how well did you guys do, and how far did you guys go until the separation?
When you mean operations?
Until you guys separate. I mean,
okay, so
because that's the transition now. So now I want to know how did it go?
So
in Zimbabwe until because now you're here in Canada.
Yes.
So and it has to go on.
Exactly. I'm a music man.
Definitely.
So in 2018, I came here to Canada in Toronto.
Okay.
But when I came here, there was a 3rd album that I wanted to make.
Okay.
So that new album is called 360.
360?
Just 360.
Interesting.
The only songs that have been created so far are only 4 of them. I intend to finish the rest in another 2 or 3 months. By the end of this year, I should be able to complete the full album.
Yeah.
The first one, of course, that comes to mind now is Last Visit.
I've been playing that.
It's on YouTube. Yeah. And then, of course, there's a popular one called Kuchapa. It's also on YouTube. And, of course, the latest one, which is Mask. It was actually spelled Masik because that's how that's what would say if you were in Malawi. Masik. It's sung in Chewa, all right.
Okay.
But it actually means Masik. It's a very good song.
Interesting.
With a lot of meaning.
Yeah. But then why 360?
That's a good question, 360, when I came here, I said, there's a lot of songs that we should have recorded in Malawi.
Okay.
And we didn't have the chance to do that. So I'll be turning 360. It's like going backwards.
Interesting.
To collect those the music. And with the modern technology, I intend to do that. In actual fact, after 360, there's an album that will come out that I intend to create songs that are just Malawian traditional songs. And we just got plenty of it.
Nice one.
Yeah, there are Ingoma songs there and a lot of songs.
Beautiful.
Malawi has got good songs, like traditional songs.
Of course, I can imagine. Definitely, it's got it all. Yeah. And then also now going back and collecting all the songs that you're looking into putting them, into like albums and make it present it. Does that mean that you're going to start some of this song from afresh? And are you kind of going to work with your old members to come up with the song? And how is that? How are you looking into? How are you going about it?
Okay, so most of the songs I've already got them on my my computer.
Okay.
It's just a question of rearranging them and also mixing them.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what I do because of COVID. All these songs that I was which were produced here in Canada, they were produced virtually.
Yeah.
Our engineer is in Cape Town, South Africa.
Okay.
And he also produces and he's the mixer. He mixes all the songs.
Nice.
The final product is actually done in Cape Town.
Wow.
And the guy that does that is our keyboard player.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a very good arranger.
Nice one.
So we do that. I make all the tracks with my studio here. The guitars and the vocals, and then of course there's a guy who plays bass. Is Edward Kachali. He's in Scarborough. We've known each other for a long time.
Okay, in Scarborough here in
Toronto.
In Toronto. Okay.
So he does play, bass guitar. So we normally send 4 tracks to Cape Town. And my keyboard player there has backing singers, all right, and also the drummer. So it's actually, the band is there, but it's just that the 2 members are in Cape Town.
Yeah, different part of the world.
And the other members are here. Yeah, it works well. I mean, nobody would know that the tracks are sent all over.
I know, these days, with the technology.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can do a lot. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So now, you are now completely, you've decided to leave everything and this is it, Canada.
For those that don't know Canada, Canada is a multiracial country and, everything works.
It's a multiracial country.
Yeah, I mean, all the everything that you want to have is here.
Beautiful.
And also, you as long as you work hard.
Yeah, that's right.
You can create your own niche.
Absolutely.
And every skill that you have can pay you.
Beautiful. So now let's dive deeper into music in Canada. How far are you looking into pursuing this in Canada?
Honestly, excuse me, I really want to break through in Canada. It's not an easy feat. There are millions of musicians.
Yeah.
But what I'm doing now is to concentrate on the African society.
Okay.
That's where you start.
Okay.
And then hopefully that you'll be able to break through. Yes, I've got a lot of traction. I've got quite a lot of views on this, especially the songs that I've made here in Canada.
Yeah.
But my aim is actually to go on live shows, to have shows. So there are a lot of shows that have been lined up, which thankfully I've been asked to also participate. But that's for next year.
Nice one.
Yeah. So we really need a breakthrough.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
We really need a breakthrough.
I actually love that. So, and now, tell me, when it comes to, your career, which you've seen the music, is this something that you're doing full-time, or is there something else also that's up in your sleeve?
Okay, so I have always done dual duties, so to say. I trained as a motor vehicle technician and motor vehicle mechanic, right?
Right.
So up to this point, the music side of it was secondary.
Okay.
Yeah, I've been working
That's right.
in the motor industry since after finishing my training at Malawi Polytechnic in Blantyre.
That's beautiful.
So yeah, that's what. So I still do that until a point where I'm going to have the breakthrough that I'm looking for.
Well,
and then I'll rest.
I see it happening, man.
Yeah, it will happen. Yeah.
You know, and also like for all these up and coming musicians, guys that are looking to go into entertainment. What would you advise them? Where would they start? For someone who's really passionate about singing and wanted to take music as a career, how will they prepare? How would you prepare them if they come to you and say, "Hey, this is what I want to do, and I'm 18. I just finished, my school, and I want to go and do this full time." Where would you start with them?
I'll have to say this, that you must follow your passion. Yeah, we are in a stage whereby nobody should tell you what you want to do. You know what I mean? Because you put more effort in something that you like doing, right? So, unfortunately, in our era, we're taught that if you're a jazz man, if you're a musician, you must be, somebody who is an outcast or something like that,
Well, that's
in those days.
Those days, right?
Yeah,
I can imagine.
but I'm glad that even in Malawi, when I started playing, I guess I was just one of those people who were able to pursue training and be of sober habits and pursue music at the same time. So it created an impression that musicians are not what we think they are. It's just a passion.
Things have changed. Yeah?
Things have changed. So anybody who comes to me, if you come to me and you want to pursue music, go for it. Go for it. By the way, it just needs one song to break through. Just one song. And the second advice I may give is that don't be disappointed. If you are playing music, you're not playing for the money, right? The money comes afterwards. Yeah. You play because you've got a creative mind, right?
The idea.
And and also the realization that there is no way. That's my view. There is no way you can play people's covers and think you're going to make it. If you are playing people's covers, at what point are people going to play your covers?
That's right. It's going to be authentic.
Yeah, you really need to be.
So, okay, with music, tell me. Okay, how would you describe yourself as a musician? Did the music come to you naturally, or do you also have to really study it? How would you put the puzzles together?
Okay, let me tell you about myself. I learned just by ear. Yeah, so I always say to myself, if I learned by ear, I must have been born a musician anyway. You know what I mean?
It's in you, yeah?
Yeah, I think I was born a musician. Yeah, and just a little bit of a story to that effect that, believe it or not, I know you know me playing guitar mostly.
That's right, because that brings another question.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, but in actual fact, I started off playing flute. There were songs being played in those days by Spokes Mashiane or whatever, so I was really good at it.
Interesting.
My brother Monty was on guitar, and an uncle of mine was also on guitar, and a cousin of mine was also on flute. Until I transitioned to guitar after I finished my secondary school. And there's one person that actually changed my whole life. I was staying with him in Blantyre. He's late now. It's Roy Mlota. That guy would wake up at night and, hey, bring me your guitar. Wake me. There it is. And he would play. And I used to say to myself, this guy is the one who is going to kill my passion for guitar. Because the way he was playing, I said, even if I only learned 5% of it, I would be okay.
Oh, he's that good?
He was that good.
Wow.
At that point, I never heard about Jimi Hendrix, but he would play the songs and said, hey, he says, no, I'll bring you the record. So you listen to the record and what he plays.
Wow, matches.
And so, yeah, my sister also used to play in the same group with me when I was at primary school. Yeah, so yeah, you have to be musically minded to learn the music. That's what I did.
Yeah.
Of course, it's important to know the elements of music. Yeah, so that you can communicate to others.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. That's amazing. Because, talking about that, you must have been born in the music. It's quite clear, with your background, where you're from and stuff. It's definitely, stamping your DNA, because it's a very clear example with Tamale as well.
Oh, yeah. By the way, my kids are fantastic musicians.
Yes.
My elder sister is a fantastic musician.
Yeah.
In those days, they used to have these music sessions on a Friday in Bangwen. And Bangwen is a place in Malawi where that's where the music came from. It's, Bangwen. So we are a musical family. My kids are fantastic musicians, believe me.
Nice one.
In actual fact, they are the ones that were doing backing vocals on the 2 albums that I made in Zimbabwe.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's big.
Fantastic.
So now, Canada. When is the first album going to be released?
End of the year.
So we're going to hold you to that.
360 is the title of the album. Come Christmas time, it's out.
So you saying December 360 will be released. 360 will be released in December.
Exactly.
Okay.
The full album will be released, yeah.
So we're gonna watch out. And then where are we gonna get it? Are we buying them, or are we gonna, have to get it from any platform? Yes.
Yeah. So they'll be on Spotify, iTunes, and all the streaming platforms.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. And then, is there any tips or sneak peek that we can get from one of the albums? Yeah.
Well, the latest song, I think, is what is causing a lot of buzz. And this is a song called Masiki.
Okay.
Yes. Masiki is a bit humorous, but it says exactly what it is. It's about the mask. That if you wear a mask, it's very difficult to know the emotion behind the mask.
Yeah.
Do I know that you are angry? I don't know. Do I know that you are smiling? You cannot tell.
It's hard to tell.
It's very difficult.
Yeah.
So, do I know that you have got teeth?
No, that's right.
I have no idea whether you are toothless,
That's right.
So,
it's a good place to hide.
Yeah, it's a good place to hide. So we're saying, no, how did it come? It came because of COVID. So, COVID, please go away. Wow. Because we want to be back where if Ali is smiling, I know you're smiling.
You're MC, yeah. That's
and if you have no teeth, I know Ali doesn't have any teeth.
Yes.
So people can listen to Mask. It's a fantastic song.
So do you want to give us a quick sneak peek? Yeah.
What do you want? Okay.
Yeah. Which one? I see there's two guitars here.
Let me have that one.
Okay, this one here.
Yes. Let's have that one.
Wow, it's solid, man.
It's solid.
Wow.
Abawe inuka sanuma balaka
Akuti soweka mpembere
Uti inumu kumwemwetera
Ine sindi kuona
Kaya inuma pia
Ine sindi kuona
Zoti mulindi mano
Niye sotaziwika
masikiwe
aife tatopa nawe
choka bwerera kwanuko 19 komweko tenga masiki yako ife tatopa nawe zaiwe ndituza titopesa masiki bwerera kwanu andu afuna uvinanso andu afuna useweranso andu afuna uchezerananso andu afuna usangalalanso ukamumwetera uzioneka ukakwiya uzionekanso wapanda mano azidziwika iwe masiki tatopa nawe
usazabwerenso pano
COVID. Go back, COVID. We don't want you to come back.
abale inukansa mwavalaka
pakuti sowetsa mpembere
kuti inu mukumwemwetera
ine sindikuona
kaya inu mwakwiya
ine sindikuona
zoti muli ndi mano
ndiye zotadziwika
kungoona makutuwa
mutu ndi maso basi
zonse zinchifukwa cha masiki
masiki mavarai
iwe masiki bwerera kwanu
umene unachokera
iwe masiki
masikiwe aife tatopa nawe
choka bwerera kwanuko 19 komweko tenga masiki yako ife tatopa nawe zaiwe ndituza titopesa masiki bwerera kwanu andu afuna uvinanso andu afuna useweranso andu afuna uchezerananso andu afuna usangalalanso ukamumwetera uzioneka ukakwiya uzionekanso wapanda mano azidziwika iwe masiki tatopa nawe